Speed. I am Speed. 1 winner, 42 losers. Okay, I won't do the whole monologue. This is Dragon Keeper 96600, and welcome to episode 13, yes, of Transformers Robots in Disguise Combiner Force, titled The Fastest Bot Alive. Boy, that almost seems like it should be a reference to something. Nothing's coming to mind. Anyway, if this truly is the 13th episode, let me check. Checking. Pretty sure it is. How are you? Yep, episode 13, which means we are halfway through season 3 and through Combiner Force. Holy shit, guys. I'm excited. Frankly, I don't know when the next episode's going to air. I just checked TF Wiki, and it looks like it's listed, and it wasn't when I checked it like 2 hours ago, so that's nice. So I don't know if the UK will continue with this airing schedule and leaving us all in the dust, appropriately enough, or if it'll just stop and we'll have a break. The schedule for Season 3, especially here in the US, has been absolutely bonkers, as the British might say. But anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's go ahead and watch episode 13, Combiner Force, The Fastest Bot Alive. Start the episode. I feel ridiculous. That's not it. Okay, go.
Autobots, roll out.
Oh my god, we're going to watch the robots!
Disguise Combiner Force on Cartoon Network. Sponsored by Smith's Toy Superstores.
Looks like a penguin. I have no idea what that voice was. Yep, parkour. Day 13 of training, the Dinobot becomes whiny.
Needs us now, as in no waiting for slowpokes.
If only we had some kind of way to teleport effortlessly from one point to another.
The term speediness.
I can't think of one though.
You know, Sideswipe, I always imagined that if I was real fast, I'd never make others feel like... Huh?
You were real fast, remember when you were Drift? And you made an ass of yourself?
Been waiting for you.
Oh my god, no! Now turn your head and cough! Hey, if the Dinobots can breed in the last night, then they can get prostate exams. That is the weirdest sentence I've said today. And I say a lot of weird sentences, like, that's 1310. Here's your change. What am I talking about? I noticed the nice little new wiggly decal in the bottom left corner. It seems like Cartoon Network is pretty much the same in every country, except in other countries, they air new episodes on time.
Did you hit your head real hard?
It's okay, Grim. Fix-It just needs particle samples for his combiner research.
And that left us winded because...
I must extract your nanocells. Ready?
What if I say no?
Don't worry, I'll be gentle. On the count of 3. 1, 2.
That wasn't on 3. Or gentle.
Seriously, what is he taking from them that's making them winded? I'm concerned.
Not moving the scrapyard around.
Sensory disorientation is just a temporary side reflect. Deject. Effect. Calculating particle
It says here you're a woman, Grimlock.
complete.
Frankly, I thought we were genderless.
Combining 2 bots.
I'm going to
Who'd like
need
to go
more
first?
study on this. I volunteer as tribute! I want to be a fusion!
All right, I'll volunteer. And so will Strong. Right, Cadet?
What? I didn't volunteer.
Thank you for volunteering.
Lieutenant, it would be an honor.
But Sideswipe is the one who combines with Bumblebee in the toy line.
My arm is.
You know, we're not really keeping up with the toy things very well. Like, we've only seen them combine a few times, and each time it was by accident. You need to work harder to push those toys, mate. Mate, more British talk. Well? Oh my god, it's hideous!
It worked!
No, it didn't! Where's the rest of Strong Arm, you monster?
More like near optimum.
Grimlock, would you carry bumble arm back to my
Bumble arm. That's almost as bad as Grimby.
table.
Who would come up with a name like Grimby?
I'll try, but I'm still a little...
Oh my god, Grimlock exploded. That shriek was hilarious.
Lieutenant, is something happening? My optics are down.
Oh, thank god she still exists.
You're better off.
How do you like being my ass?
Grim, what's with the pogo stick?
Shogun starts screaming.
I don't know.
It's almost like I'm compelled to go fast. There he goes again. Meet, meet.
I'm alright.
If this keeps up, Hill's atoms will turn to jelly.
Why didn't I listen to my Uncle Henny?
It's been a while since we've had a
Warehouse.
the Autobots break Denny's stuff running gag.
Like that happened. Oh.
I told you the combiner
It's like, dude, just move normally. You don't have to move like the vampires in Twilight, okay?
Not
It's
that I
like,
don't
we can do
enjoy
super
working
speed
with
easily. It's a really great effect. We just
sir.
hit speed up and blurry vision on the editing
We
software.
can't have team members paralyzed during a crisis.
We are filmmakers.
Okay, what's this?
What was I talking about?
Do not demonstrate.
Every time Grim tries to move, he takes off like a pulse blast.
And yet he can talk at normal
Possible
speeds.
The particle sampler wasn't calibrated for Dinobots. Rather than be extracted,
What?
his nanocells may have been hypercharged.
How different is a Dinobot's biology from standard Autobots? I mean, he reacted to the Minicons and the Special differently, and he can't move as fast as them, and I feel like there's a bunch of other things I'm forgetting, but like sticking him with a needle made him move super fast, and it didn't do that to anyone else.
Hear that? In your face.
And he like circles back around. He hit him into orbit, but only like 15 feet off the ground somehow.
Grimlock, and I advise you not to transform. An accelerated transformation might tear you apart.
Oh.
But if we watch it with this high frame rate camera, we can get every second of your glorious demise.
Staying still right now is the best way for you to help Grimlock.
Hey look, a crisis, right on time.
Decepticon signal. Now 2, 7, 11, 19. A lot more than 19.
Oh, they're having a rave party downtown. I knew I misplaced your invitation to that.
Rapidly multiplying Decepticon contacts beneath Crown City. The scrud is going on down there. Can you?
I told you, rave party. You ever seen Matrix 2? That's what they're doing in
An
downtown.
incoming train. But there is an abandoned subway tunnel entrance in an unpopulated area just outside of Crown City.
We must investigate the Decepticon crimes, but only in places that are fully automated and unoccupied by human life.
It's gonna take
And
more than
near a
minute,
bakery.
Grim. You're staying here.
And staying still.
Stillness, then nothing else, just stillness. We can go much faster than you, Grimlock, because you have to stay still. Ha 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 ha! Still? Still with that? Yes! Still with that!
13 and 14. Oh, no problem. I'll get it.
No. I finally get something I always wanted and I can't even use it. It's like a bad joke the universe is playing on me. Not funny, universe!
I would love it if when he moved his arms like that, he just sent Russell flying. He splats.
Arch enemy, Dr. Nuisance.
I love reading Ben 10 comics.
Chapter 1.
Seriously, what does that art style look like?
Against me.
Looks like we found where subway cars crawl off to die.
These destroyed cars look
That
as though they were
is the elephant
purposefully
graveyard. You must never
arranged.
go there.
Someone doesn't want company in these tunnels.
Well, someone's gonna be disappointed.
Let's go crash their wild rave. Bumblebee, you know, I was just joking about the rave. I don't think that's what's actually down there.
Captain Plasma Beam knew he could rest easy now that Dr. Nuisance was back in prison. And there's a picture of Captain Plasma Beam sitting on the couch with his feet up.
Yeah, reading comic books to people is the worst. Okay, now there's a picture of a guy just punching the other guy, and you can't see it, but the anatomy is way off. Nobody's leg could bend that far unless they were like in Cirque du Soleil.
He can do.
Well, Captain
This comic
Plasma Beam
sucks.
had to train really hard to get control of his powers, Grim.
He killed 5 people in the process. And those are the 5 that he knew about, Grimlock.
Be ready to help the team in no time.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Russell, I can't sit here until my super speed goes away. Okay, Lesson 1, sit up.
Grimlock is gonna get 6 people killed, beating Captain Plasma's record.
Okay, nailed it. Now
If this show tries to turn that into a catchphrase,
Just chill.
I will hunt someone down and kill them. I'm not even kidding. I will find you. And I will kill you. Don't do that shit. Stop, stop, stop. Stop that.
Grim, you aren't really,
Now what I need is
Are you trying to tell Grimlock he's not a superhero? He's a giant robot that transforms into a dinosaur.
without hitting
What are you talking about, Russell?
Grimlock, don't!
Yeah, stopping speed. The faster you go, the longer your stopping distance. Driver's ed,
All done.
which Grimlock has never taken.
Need much training. I am a superhero. I am ready.
You're a Dinobot! Why would you aspire to be anything else? You've already won the cosmic lottery. Listen,
Lights on, everyone.
listen to my words right now. Robot dinosaur that can talk.
I thought
You're basically the pinnacle of achievement.
active.
That's no train.
It sounds like monkeys? Oh my god! The soulless eyes and the twitching. What's happening? I'm scared.
Take cover!
Protect this flimsy ancient subway door. It blasts apart in seconds.
Like the
Oh.
brothers of that blowhard orangutan you took down.
But Optimus transported Simicorn and his minicons back to Cyber.
Yeah, so where'd these dudes come from?
These guys.
Simicor should be on Septicon Island, which is where I thought Springload was, but apparently not. Oh, but clones all have, like, sensations tied to the original donor, right? We saw clones in Prime, and the Starscream just didn't do it right, which is beyond plausible. Transformers, like the 2007 Transformers movie was on TV the other day, and it was during, I was watching the climactic, like, battle scene in Mission City with my dad, and so I told my dad the fan theory that Starscream was, part of the group of F-22 shooting at shooting at Megatron. He found the idea plausible. Mask?
Bring on the bad.
No capes!
Tell me you're not gonna run around busting up more of my stuff.
You must have me confused with that mild-mannered and handsome Dinobot Grimlock. I'm Grimlock, equally good-looking and handsome and heroic superhero. Hang on, the wind's picking up.
How did he get the cape and stuff when he can barely move without going to light speed?
I might have helped a little.
Also, you know the subtitle of the show is Robots in Disguise, and he's wearing a mask and cape.
Go ahead.
I feel like there's a brilliant joke in here somewhere, but it's kind of lost in the layers of stupidity.
Speed weren't off yet.
Tell B Grimlock is done training and ready for superheroing.
So that's a no
Sorry,
then?
Lieutenant, but the Dinobot, formerly known as Grimlock, does not have his newfound speed under adequate control.
Robot in disguise, but not in his normal disguise, since he can turn from a robot into a dinosaur, and he also has a crane disguise
I
overload.
don't think anybody knows what I can do better than me. If I say I've mastered my speed,
Yeah, but you don't really know what you can do that well, so it's not
Ready.
that great of a threshold.
Mastering any skill takes time and effort. Like me and field goal kicking.
But I did take time. I did make an effort.
I did! Shut
We
up!
can all get so excited and carried away that we lose sight of the truth.
I like how his mask is just like spray paint around his eyes.
Ground bridge portal active.
More monkeys. We're all gonna die. It's like a tank that moves at Mach speed.
Grimlock, look out!
Except without tentacles. Lame. 0 out of 5 stars.
Are we good?
But Start off with a Roadrunner joke and then go to a Tasmanian Devil joke.
Problem?
Grimlock. Shh. Don't give away my secret identity.
Okay, just don't wave your hands at us like that, you walking time bomb.
Stay at the scrapyard, remember?
I remember it was.
Want to see me run to the scrapyard and back?
Well, I just showed up and saved all of you.
Want to see me do it again?
This conversation later. For now, we need to figure out where these mini clones are coming from, so...
Mini clones. You're good at splicing words together.
Please don't let him have run into a subway train. Fix it. Would you ask Jenny and Russell if they
Millions are dead!
cleaning up our mess before any humans happen by?
Aye, aye, sir.
We have some kind of EMP or tranquilizer thingy that we can use on Grimlock because... Actually, in his current state, that might just turn it back to normal. I say we try it. Okay, he hit a wall.
Sign of Decepticons be. I did find a few walls, though.
I also know what snakes are and bees are now.
I thought I had this all figured out. I was so psyched to help.
I'm just glad you're okay.
But I never help at all except for when I take down bad guys with my massive fists and bulk and sharp teeth and... You know what? What even is the conflict of this episode?
Run right back here.
Well, I mean, we can't just leave him here for a train to come by so humans can see him. How do we bring him with us in a way that doesn't involve grim movement?
I believe I know the way.
They never asked Drift for another idea.
Sorry I took a shortcut and didn't really practice. Sorry I'm so big and hard to push.
I'm sorry I didn't fake a back injury.
You want to help, Strong Arm? At all? Come on, your name is Strong Arm. Get in here.
Don't get too far ahead.
It's like dark and
We're
stuff.
leaving you here. Shout if anything comes in after us.
Whatever you need, B. I'll do it right. No more shortcuts.
Why do you need a shortcut? You're the fastest creature alive.
I knew we'd been here before. This is Vertebrate's old lab.
Wow, all the season 1 callbacks.
We put him out of business ages
Wait,
ago.
Simicor was in season 2, wasn't he? Whatever.
New tenants.
This isn't a lab.
It's a rotation.
Clone-making factory.
Not in use, though. Not much of a factory. What kind of factory only fits in one small room? Oh, God! I did not expect there to be so many unsettling images in this episode. I love it. Ew. Half-made zombie monkeys that are robots also. Submit to the Sith Lightning. Now, young Skywalker. You will die. So wait, is this a real Simicor or a clone? And would it even matter? If the puppet is so made perfectly enough that there is no difference, it's not better or worse than the original,
You were in stasis.
then maybe there's...
My stasis pod was faulty. I escaped long before my fellow prisoners made their journey back to Cybertron.
What a
I'm
handwave!
taking revenge on you, you see. You and particularly
Guys, you okay in there?
your Dinobot.
Excuse me, won't you?
What would motivate them to try to turn Simicor into some kind of arch nemesis for Grimlock? Oh yeah, he's a giant ape, and Grimlock is a giant lizard. It's kind of a law.
Battle of wits this time, Dinobot.
What'd you say, B?
It was stupid of you to do it in the first place, Simicor.
I think he's in trouble. I'm coming!
Man, I was hoping he was a clone. Like Existential Dilemma Lost.
Is that who I hit? Is he out? I hope so, because I'm scared to move again.
That was him, Grimlock. But I don't think he's out. And we can't move. It's gonna be up to you.
But.
Does anybody get the license plate on that not car?
Can I get a rain check on that?
Well, cough, cough.
Neither in brain power or strength.
Why do you keep making that noise? Stop that immediately. By the way, what have you got on your face and around your neck? What is that? Is that a G? How do I know what a G is?
Battling and
I created my clone army to lure you and your friends here so I could destroy you.
Not the best use of a clone army, but can't think of what else to do with it. I don't have any galaxy to conquer.
You are my greatest foe.
You mean kind of like your arch enemy? I did become a superhero.
Superheroes are great at pissing people off.
Yes, my arch enemy, and I will vanquish you.
I don't know. I kind of like Ground Pounder as an archenemy better. Though you actually look more like an ape than he does.
Grim, you have to fight back.
But I don't know how. I could bring the whole lab down around us.
Well, then he'd stop hitting you. I don't see the downside.
You've had your speed for a while. Maybe you didn't.
You've had it for, what's the running time? 19 and a half minutes.
Did you learn anything you can do?
Maybe.
And now,
Tell me I'm pretty.
decisively erase the only blemish of my career. Farewell, Dinobots.
So his pod was faulty, but not the other mini-cons. I was looking forward to hearing Jeff Bennett's voice again.
Where?
In your face.
I'm going to punch your face. In the face. He only had him hit him once? That was disappointing.
Strong arm. Make an anonymous call. Alert city maintenance to check out this area. After we've cleared it of Cybertronian tech and criminals, of course.
So why are you telling them to check out the area if you're clearing out all the suspicious shit?
Hurricane mode, Grimlock. You came through with a super heroic effort.
Yeah,
Adam West would be
you think
proud.
I could be a superhero after all? No, you're right. I'll just stick to being a regular hero.
Yeah, a regular robot dinosaur hero. This episode is stupid.
Everybody all right?
Yeah. You never know how big a Dinobot is until you gotta carry him.
By the way, that's 3 things in this series, and this season at least, that happened because of Fix-It's tinkering. They need to just tie up Fix-It and not let him do anything anymore.
Nanocells are already losing their supercharge. You'll be back to normal speed in no time.
Or else you'll fly apart like a popcorn kernel, but you know, whatever.
Power and you need to use it before you're ready. It can be more of a problem than a help. No
That
matter
is the
how many
important
people
lesson
take
today
or
that will
how
surely be
complex
applicable in every young viewer's life.
You're just gonna have to deal with little old slowpoke me. After my super speed wears off.
Little.
I'll just hang out nice and quiet till then.
Packing wrap. Just in case.
Please do it. No, I wanted him to pop the bubble wrap at high speed. Oh, that was a filler if I ever saw one.
It's competition time on Cartoon Network.
It's filler time on Cartoon Network! Yeah, I had fun watching that episode, but I have to admit, it wasn't very good. The explanation of why Simicore was here was disappointingly half-assed. Like, oh, my pod broke years ago. Not years, but episodes ago, and I didn't show up sooner because I was making a clone army, but the only use for the clone army was to lure you here. Another thing that's disappointing is that even though Grimlock was super fast and supercharged, he didn't really spend a whole lot of the episode going fast. Most of it was just staying still, and it made sense in universe why he would. But if you have a character whose ability is now to go super fast, you think that they now go super fast. It's kind of like, the thing Alfred Hitchcock said about his scene in North by Northwest where the guy is hiding from the plane. He says, what does a crop duster do? It dusts the crops. So when the plane is going after the spy in that movie, even though it doesn't make any sense for it to, it leashes a cloud and dusts the crops because that's what dust croppers do. Why would you have a dust crop in your scene if it's not going to do that? Same principle with everything else. If you have a character who has a power, has an ability, or there's a certain thing that could go wrong, it has to go wrong or else it wouldn't be there. So having Grimlock not spend the whole episode running around like a certain blue woodland animal is a little weird. That said, this episode isn't a total bust. I did like some of the creepy imagery with the clones. And it is kind of cool to see callbacks to earlier seasons, even if they are brief. But seeing as we've had several pretty good episodes in a row, I'd say this one is probably on my list of lower tier ones. But that's all right. There's always next episode and next... I was going to say next adventure, but then I realized it was corny, so I decided not to say it. But then I said it anyway. Such is life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that episode. I hope I wasn't so tired that I didn't make sense to you. I should probably say that every week. But regardless, I'm looking forward to next week's episode, which is called... I don't want to look it up again. It's called something. Strike Keeper 96600, signing off.